I get asked this question all the time. Josh, is Nashville slowing down? Did I miss the boom? Should I wait to buy? And every time somebody asks me that, my answer is pretty simple. It's just a flat out no. I don't think Nashville's best days are behind it. I think they're ahead of us. Look, real estate markets go through cycles. They always have, they always will. There are years where things move fast. There are years where things slow down. That's all normal. But Nashville isn't built on hype. It's built on jobs. It's built on population growth. It's built on businesses investing billions of dollars. And it's built on people looking for a better quality of life. That's why I believe the next 10 years in Nashville are going to be incredibly important. Not just for homeowners, not for investors, but for anybody looking to build a life here. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why. We're going to talk about population growth, jobs, taxes, infrastructure, real estate, where I think Nashville's headed over the next decade. By the end of this video, whether you're thinking about buying a home, selling a home, relocating here, or simply trying to decide if Nashville is the right fit for your family, you're going to have a much clearer picture of what this city is really all about. So let's jump into it. Let's start with the big picture. Before we talk about houses, prices, or neighborhoods, we need to talk about people, because people drive everything in real estate. Demand starts with people. Nashville has a people problem in the best possible way. I've been selling real estate in Nashville for 20 plus years, and I'll tell you something. I never could have imagined where this city would be today. When I first got started, Nashville was Music City. Great restaurants, great people, fun places to visit. Today, the city's on the radar of companies, families, entrepreneurs, investors from all over the country. And they're not coming here by accident. According to the Census Bureau, the Nashville metro area has already grown past 2.1 million people, and the city itself is closing in on 710,000 residents. That's incredible growth. This isn't a city trying to become something. It already is something, and it's still growing. Nashville's metro population has grown 6.4% since 2020. That's double the national pace. Double. And a huge part of that growth is coming from people relocating from California, New York, Illinois, and other higher cost states looking for lower taxes, more space, and a better quality of life. And that's important, because if you're buying a home here, you need to understand something. Demand isn't going away. It's growing. And that's the foundation of everything else we're about to talk about. So the obvious question becomes, why? Why are all these people moving here? Why are companies choosing Nashville over other cities? Because growth without a reason behind it is just noise. But Nashville's growth has a very powerful engine behind it. And that engine is jobs. Let's talk about jobs for a minute, because this is really the heart of the whole story. If you want to know whether a city's real estate market's going to be strong long-term, look at who's hiring there. Look at who's building there. Look at who's investing there. Because jobs create people. People create housing demand. And demand is what pushes home values over time. The job story in Nashville is unbelievable. According to data, Tennessee's economy is projected to grow by 2% in 2026. That's faster than the national average. And when you zoom in on Nashville specifically, the headlines get even bigger. Oracle could have gone anywhere in the country, and they chose Nashville. Not Austin, not Atlanta, not Charlotte, Nashville. Oracle officially designated Nashville as its new world headquarters, and it's building a massive $1.35 billion campus on the East Bank. Think about that for a second. One of the most powerful technology companies on the entire planet looked across America and said, this is where we want to be. Amazon continues expanding here. AllianceBernstein moved its headquarters from New York to Nashville. Vanderbilt University Medical Center employs more than 32,000 people and continues to grow. HCA Healthcare, the largest for-profit hospital company in the country, is headquartered right here. And according to Decode Health, over 900 healthcare companies operate in Middle Tennessee and contribute more than $67 billion annually to our economy. That is not hype. That's a foundation. A really, really strong foundation. And when cities attract this level of investment, they attract talent. Those people need homes. They buy homes, they invest in communities, and over time, that drives property values. That's basic economics, and it's one of the biggest reasons I'm so bullish on Nashville over the next decade. Let's talk about taxes, because if you're moving from California or New York, this is usually where people's jaws literally drop. Tennessee has zero state income tax. None. You keep more of what you earn, period. According to the Tax Foundation, Tennessee does not tax earned income. No state income tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax, and Tennessee's property tax rate is among the lowest in the entire country. That is a huge advantage. I've had clients call me 6 months after moving and say, Josh, I still can't believe how much more money stays in my account. And that's real, because when people have more disposable income, they buy homes, they upgrade homes, they invest. And companies know that too. That's one of the reasons Oracle, Amazon, AllianceBernstein, Nissan, Bridgestone, they've all expanded here. Tennessee does have a higher sales tax than some other states. That is true. But for many families, especially high earners, the benefit of keeping more of your income far outweighs paying a little more at the cash register. That's why people keep coming. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. Look, if you're still watching this and wondering if Nashville's worth considering, I get it. Moving is a huge decision. But we've talked about population growth, we've talked about jobs, and we've talked about taxes. And we haven't even gotten to the billions of dollars being invested into the physical transformation of this city. That's where things get really interesting. Also, I put together a free Nashville relocation guide. It covers neighborhoods, schools, commute times, pricing, all the things people ask us about every single day. The link is below. Go grab it, it's free, and I think it's gonna save you a ton of time. Now let's keep going. This is the part I get really excited about, because I've watched this city change block by block, brick by brick, neighborhood by neighborhood, and what is happening right now, I've never seen anything like it. Nashville's East Bank is probably the most talked about development project in the city's history. Oracle's $1.35 billion campus is going there. The city is building a new pedestrian bridge connecting downtown to the East Bank. River North is being developed right next to Oracle, and there are billions of dollars being invested in roads, parks, public spaces, and infrastructure. This is a huge deal, because when infrastructure improves, neighborhoods change. And when neighborhoods change, property values often follow. We've seen it happen in the Gulch. We've seen it in Germantown. We've seen it in East Nashville. We've seen it happen in 12 South. Areas that people overlooked years ago are now some of the most desirable places in the city. And I think there are neighborhoods today that are on a very, very similar path. East Nashville continues to evolve. Inglewood has had tremendous growth. Donelson keeps getting better. Nolensville and Mount Juliet continue to grow. And the opportunity for buyers isn't just buying where Nashville has been. It's buying where Nashville's going. That's where long-term wealth is built. According to Redfin, Nashville's median home price is hovering around $475,000. That's up around 2.2% year over year. Not explosive appreciation, not a crash. It's a healthy market, a stable market, and frankly, I like this market better. I've been through the frenzy. I've been through multiple offers. I've been through buyers waiving inspections and making emotional decisions. This market is just healthier. People have choices, they can think, they can negotiate, and that's good for everybody. Zillow and Redfin may have slightly different numbers depending on methodology. One focuses on estimated values, the other focused on closed sales. But the takeaway is the exact same. Home values are holding. The market is stable and the long-term trend remains positive. Which brings me to the biggest question of all. What does all of this mean over the next 10 years? Look, I'm not here to hype anything. Real estate markets move in cycles. There'll be years where prices flatten. There'll be years where inventory rises, and all of that's healthy, totally normal. But the long-term story, I think it's incredibly strong. According to projections from the University of Tennessee, Tennessee is expected to add more than 1 million residents over the next 15 years. And a huge percentage of those people are going to land right here in Middle Tennessee. At the same time, healthcare continue to grow, technology continues to grow, financial services continue to grow. Nashville is no longer just Music City. It's healthcare, it's technology, it's logistics, it's finance, it's tourism, and it's entrepreneurship. And when a city has multiple industries thriving at the same time, it's far more resilient. That's one of the reasons I believe Nashville's built to last. The people are coming. The companies are coming. The investment keeps coming. Those three things together create something really, really powerful. And that's why I believe people buying in Nashville today are going to look back 10 years from now and say, damn, I'm glad I did that. Look, I love this city. I've built my career here. I've watched families move here and completely transform their lives. I've watched neighborhoods grow. I've watched businesses explode. And I still get excited every single time I help somebody make the move to Nashville, because I know what this place can offer. If you're thinking about relocating, if you're buying, if you're selling, or if you're just trying to figure out if Nashville's right for you, reach out to me. My team and I do this every single day. We know the neighborhoods, we know the market, and we'd love to help you. Drop a comment below and tell me where you're moving from. I'd love to hear your story. And if you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button below. We put out videos every single week about living in Nashville, moving to Nashville, and investing in Nashville. I'm Josh Anderson, and I'll see you in the next video.